Hi everybody, my name is Les Solorzano. I work with Akai Professional, and I'm here today to show you the MPC X. So this is the first page that we see when we turn on the MPC X. And to get to an empty project, I'm just going to hit this bottom icon on the left. Now starting from the main page, we have sequence, track, program. Now we need to understand these three elements before we get going on everything else. So to break it down, sequence is going to be like a music sheet. It's like a blank piece of paper that you're going to write all your notes on. And it's where you'll set things like your BPM and how many bars you're going to be using. Tracks are going to be the different layers within that sequence, just like you'd see in your DAW. And there's 5 different track modes altogether. We'll go through these top 3 in a moment. Program is going to be what sound do you have assigned to that track. So are you going to be using an electronic drum kit or a grand piano? Which patch or program are you going to use for that track? Now when you hit browse, it jumps you right into your content folders. And the first one that we see is drums. Anything from an acoustic kit to chill trap to deep house. For right now, I'm going to load up one of my favorite kits, the Chill Trap 4 kit, and I'm going to scroll right over to it. Now say if I want to record, well, there's a few things that you need to set up first. Your metronome, which I like to put my count in on record and play, my enable on record and play, rate at eighth, and a sound on shake. Then I set up my timing correct, which factory default takes you to a 1/16 time division, 50 swing, 0 shift timing, 100 window, 100 strength. Once that's set up, I'm ready to go. All I'm going to do is hit record and play. Once that's rolling, I'm going to go to my second track and layer in some drums. Moving on, let's go into instrument mode. To click on instrument mode, all I'm going to do is go from drum mode to this little keyboard icon. And then I'm going to jump to our browse section. In browse, here are our instruments. And now I could scroll on down and find the instrument that I like. Right for now, I'm going to load up a grand piano. Jumping back to the main screen, scrolling over to that grand piano sound. Our pad bank A through H determines which section of the piano roll that we're on. We could see the piano roll if we click over to our grid window and zoom out. So if I click on pad bank C, I'm going to be somewhere near middle C. Pretty cool. Next thing that you can do with instrument mode is jumping over to pad performance. Pad performance is really cool because now you can play with the notes, chords, progressions in different scales and keys. So for example, if I had that C major scale and I wanted to play that in chords, that's on a 3, 5, 7. Jumping back to the main screen, there's one more thing I gotta show you. It's clip programming. If you haven't explored it yet, I strongly encourage you to. It's a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna jump over to browse and go into our clip bank. And I'm gonna find a clip bank that serves me best. Once I found the clip bank that I like, I'm going to go to a new sequence, almost like a blank sheet of paper. Turn up the BPM a bit. 4 bars is great with me, and I'll load up that clip program. Jumping back to pad bank A, I'll launch a clip. Turn off my metronome. Essentially, each pad is launching a clip of audio. Each color coordinates a different kind of sound that you're utilizing. All the reds are drums, all the greens are bass, purple are melodies, and blues are percussion. Last thing that I gotta show you is what's new with the step sequencer. So I'm just gonna go back into our drums and grab a very awesome kit. Jumping back into our drum mode, going to a new sequence and up in the BPM. To start a step sequence, I'm gonna have the BPM at around 127, but turn our bars to 1 bar. Put it on drum kit mode and scroll over to the drum kit of my choosing. Now this kit's coming preloaded. Got some great sounds inside. So let's jump over to our step sequencer and start setting things up. The cool thing is now I could hit shift and select which pad so I could jump to that sound immediately. You see, as I hit pad A14, our number on our step sequencer changed to A14. As I hit pad 1, our number changed to pad A1. So now I'm controlling that specific pad, which is a kick. I'm going to put my kick down on every 4th step. And the really cool part, that's really cool on this update, is now I can control the velocity using the cue links. Holding shift, I'm going to go to my snare. Having the ability to control the velocity right on here gives me instant access and control. So we just reviewed drum kits, instrument mode, and clip launching built inside the MPC. So go over to PSSL today and get yourself an MPC X or an MPC Live and try it out yourself.